Hey everyone, welcome back to Daily Cup English. It's so good to have you here again. I hope you're having a great day, or maybe a great morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are. I'm Liam, and I'm really excited to start another simple and fun English conversation with you today.
Hi, guys. I'm Chloe. Thank you for joining us. We're really happy you came back to listen to another episode. And if this is your first time here, welcome. We're so glad you found us. Every day, we post a new podcast to help you practice English in a natural and easy way.
Yes, and before we start, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, follow us, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any episode. We upload new conversations every single day, and we really don't want you to miss them.
Exactly. Also, if you enjoy our podcast, you can like the video or leave a comment. It really helps us, and we love hearing from you. All right, Liam, what's our topic for today?
Today, we're talking about something very helpful for everyone, no matter your age or your job. The topic is creating a personal growth plan.
Yes, this is a great topic. A personal growth plan sounds like something big, but really it's something simple that everyone can do, and it can help us become better step by step.
Totally. And we chose this topic because many people feel a little lost sometimes. They want to improve their life, but they don't know where to start. So today we want to talk about what a personal growth plan is and why it can help you.
And we'll keep everything super simple, super clear, and very real, just like we always do here at Daily Cup English.
So let's start with something easy. What is a personal growth plan? For me, it's basically a plan that helps you become a better version of yourself. It's like a small map that shows where you want to go and how you can get there.
Yes, I love that. A map. That's a good way to say it. A personal growth plan is something you write or think about to help you grow in your life. It can be about your health, your job, your skills, your habits, or even your relationships. You choose what you want to work on.
Right. And the good thing is, it doesn't have to be big. Some people think a growth plan needs to be huge or super serious, but it doesn't. It can be very simple.
Exactly. For example, maybe you want to learn English, like our listeners. A personal growth plan can help you set a small goal like, I will listen to English for 10 minutes every day, or I will learn 5 new words every week. Very small, but very helpful.
Yes, and those small steps can make a big difference. Another example, maybe someone wants to feel healthier. A small plan could be, I will walk for 15 minutes every day. It's not too hard, but it helps you grow slowly.
I think the most important thing is that a personal growth plan helps you focus. Sometimes we have too many ideas in our head. We want to do many things, but then we forget or feel confused. A plan helps us stay on one path.
And it also helps you see your progress. When you write your goals, you can look back after 1 or 2 weeks and say, oh wow, I actually did this. It feels really nice.
Yes, it gives you a good feeling, like I'm getting better. And that feeling makes you want to keep going.
So basically, a personal growth plan is a simple guide you make for yourself. It helps you grow little by little in the way you want.
Exactly. And later in this podcast, we'll share some easy steps to start your own growth plan, plus some personal stories too.
So now that we understand what a personal growth plan is, let's talk about why we actually need one. I think this is a really important part because many people ask, do I really need a plan? Can't I just live my life normally? And yes, you can, but having a plan can make your life a lot easier and more clear.
Right. For me, a personal growth plan is helpful because sometimes I feel a little stuck. You know what I mean, Liam? Like I'm doing the same things every day, but I'm not really moving forward.
Oh, I totally get that. I've felt that way too. Sometimes you wake up, go to work, come home, eat, sleep, and repeat. After a while, you start thinking, is this it? Am I improving at all? And that's when a growth plan can help you break out of that cycle.
Exactly. A plan reminds you that you can make small changes to your life. You can choose something new to focus on. It doesn't have to be big, but it gives you a sense of direction. It's like telling yourself, hey, I'm trying, I'm growing.
And I think many people, especially busy adults, want to become better, but they don't know where to start. They say, I want to change, but they don't know what to change or how to do it. A personal growth plan helps you answer those questions.
Yes, and when you write down your goals or your steps, everything becomes clear. For example, maybe you want to improve your English, like our listeners. A plan can say, I will listen to English every morning, or I will watch an English video during lunch. Suddenly, it's not confusing anymore.
Another reason we need a growth plan is motivation. When you see a written plan, you feel more motivated to do it. It's like a promise you make to yourself.
That's true. And also, when you follow a plan, you can see your progress. Even small progress feels amazing. It shows you that your effort is working. You feel proud of yourself.
Plus, having a growth plan helps you stay focused. Nowadays, people get distracted so easily. Phones, social media, messages, everything. A plan keeps you on track. It reminds you of what's important.
Yes, and it helps you make better choices. When you have a goal, you ask yourself, will this help me grow or not? And that makes your decisions easier.
So, to summarize, we need a personal growth plan because it helps us understand what we want, stay focused, stay motivated, and see our progress. It's like giving yourself a little guide to becoming better.
Exactly. And don't worry, the plan doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to help you move forward in your life.
Yes, and in the next part, we'll talk about some very simple steps to create your own growth plan. Anyone can do it, and we'll show you how. All right, now let's talk about something super practical, how to actually start your own personal growth plan. And don't worry, we're going to keep everything very simple, because a growth plan doesn't need to be difficult.
Yes, very simple. So let's start with step 1. Know what you want. This is the first and most important step. You need to understand what you really want to improve. It can be something small. Maybe you want to sleep earlier, drink more water, speak more English, or learn a new hobby.
Right, and sometimes people say, but I don't know what I want. If that happens, it's okay. You can ask yourself simple questions like, what makes me happy? What do I want to learn? What part of my life feels difficult? Your answers can help you choose one small area to work on.
Exactly. And once you know what you want, we go to step 2, write small goals. Not big goals, small ones. Many people make the mistake of making a huge goal, like, I want to be perfect in English in 1 month. That's impossible and stressful.
Definitely. Small goals are much easier. For example, I will listen to English for 10 minutes each day. I will read a short article twice a week. I will walk for 15 minutes every morning. These goals are simple and realistic.
Yes, and when goals are small, you don't feel scared. You feel like, hey, I can do this. And that is very important for keeping motivation.
Now we move to step 3. Make a weekly or daily habit. This step is about turning your small goals into actions. If you want to improve your health, your habit might be walking every day. If you want to learn something new, your habit might be studying for 10 minutes every night.
Habits make everything easier because when something becomes a habit, you don't need to think too much. You just do it, like brushing your teeth. Nobody has to remind you, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that's the power of habits. They help you grow without feeling tired or overwhelmed.
And finally, step 4, check your progress. This step is simple. Every few days or once a week, look at your goals and ask yourself, did I follow my plan? What went well? What was difficult? You don't need to judge yourself, just observe.
Yes, checking your progress helps you understand what works for you. Maybe you notice that 10 minutes a day is too much, so you change it to 5 minutes. That's okay. Growth plans are flexible. You can change them anytime.
And the good thing about checking your progress is that you can see your improvement. You can say, wow, I completed my plan this week. Even small wins are worth celebrating.
So, those are the simple steps. 1. Know what you want. 2. Write small goals. 3. Make habits. 4. Check your progress. Anyone can start a growth plan with just these 4 steps.
Yes, very easy and very helpful. And trust me, even one small step every day can make a big change in the long run.
In the next part, we're going to share our own growth plans, some personal stories, so you can see how these steps look in real life. So now that we talked about the steps, maybe we can share our own personal growth plans. I think it's nice for our listeners to hear real examples. Chloe, do you want to start?
Sure. So one thing I really wanted to work on this year is my health. Nothing too serious, but I felt like I was always tired. I didn't move much, and I spent too many hours sitting at my desk. So I decided that my personal growth plan would be about moving more.
That's a good one. And you've been pretty serious about it, right?
Yes, I try. My small goal is simple. Walk every day for at least 20 minutes. Not running, not going to the gym, just walking. I told myself, okay, Chloe, you don't need to be perfect. Just walk.
And did you follow it?
Most days, yes. Of course, some days I feel tired or lazy, but I try to remind myself that 20 minutes is not a lot. I can even listen to music or a podcast while walking. That makes it fun and relaxing.
That's great. And I think our listeners can relate to that. Something small, easy, but powerful.
Exactly. And what about you, Liam? What's your personal growth plan?
Well, mine is a bit different. I wanted to learn something new. I've always liked cooking, but I never learned properly. I usually just made quick meals or simple things. So my goal this year is to learn to cook real meals.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that. What kind of meals?
Well, honestly, anything. Pasta, soups, stir fry, maybe some desserts too. But my plan is very small. Cook one new recipe each week. Just one, nothing more.
That sounds perfect. And how's it going so far?
Pretty good. Some meals were great. Some were, not so great. But the fun part is trying. And I noticed that cooking helps me relax. It's like a little break from everything else.
I love that. And it's cool that you made your goals simple and realistic. One recipe a week is something people can actually do.
Yes, exactly. If I told myself I will become an amazing chef this month, I would fail immediately. But one recipe a week? That feels easy.
Do you ever feel like giving up or skipping a week?
Of course. Sometimes I feel tired, or I'm busy, or I just don't want to cook. But then I think about my plan and I say, come on, Liam, just try something simple. You got this. And usually when I finish cooking, I feel happy that I did it.
I think that's something really important is you don't need to be perfect. A growth plan is not about doing everything right. It's about trying, practicing, and growing slowly.
Exactly. And I think many people forget that. They feel like if they skip one day or one week, the plan is over. But no, you can always start again. The important thing is not quitting completely.
Yes, and I hope our listeners can see that a personal growth plan can look very different for each person. For me, it's walking. For you, it's cooking. For someone else, it might be studying English or reading more books.
Or maybe saving money, or improving their mood, or learning guitar, or waking up earlier. Anything is possible.
As long as it helps you grow and makes your life a little better, it's a good growth plan.
In the next part, we're going to talk about something that everyone faces, the challenges. Because let's be honest, following a plan is not always easy. And now let's talk about something very real, the challenges. Because honestly, following a personal growth plan is not always easy. It sounds simple, but life gets busy, right?
Oh, yes, very busy. And I think everyone who tries to start a plan will face some problems. It's normal, totally normal. Even small goals can be difficult sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. So let's talk about some common challenges people face. The first one is time. Many people say they don't have time.
Yes, I hear that all the time. I want to walk. I want to study English. I want to cook. But then they say I'm too busy. And I get it. People have work, school, family, responsibilities.
Right. But usually the problem is not time, it's energy or motivation. Sometimes we feel tired after a long day and we just don't want to do anything.
Exactly. For example, for my walking plan, some days I come home and I just want to sit on the couch and watch TV. I don't want to move at all. So the challenge is real.
Another common challenge is forgetting. People start with excitement, then after 3 or 4 days, they forget about the plan.
Yes, that happens a lot because creating a new habit is hard. Your brain is used to your old routine. So if you don't remind yourself, it's easy to go back to your old pattern.
Another challenge is feeling lazy. And let's be honest, everyone feels lazy sometimes.
Totally normal. I feel lazy too. I think we all do. The problem is not laziness itself. The problem is when people feel guilty or feel like a failure because they skipped one day.
That's true. Many people think, oh no, I missed my goal today. I failed. And then they stop the whole plan.
Exactly. But missing one day doesn't mean you failed. It just means you're human.
And that's okay. Another challenge is trying to do too much too fast. Some people want to change everything in 1 week.
Yes, like someone says, I will wake up early, exercise, eat healthy, study English, read books, meditate, and learn guitar. All in the same week. Of course, after 2 days, they feel exhausted and quit.
That's why small steps are so important. Small steps help us grow slowly without stress.
Another challenge is comparing yourself to others. For example, someone sees their friend learning fast and they feel bad because they're slower.
Yes, and social media makes this worse. People see perfect people online and think, I'm not good enough. But everyone grows at their own speed.
Exactly. A personal growth plan is personal. It's not a competition.
So those are some common challenges. Not enough time, feeling lazy or tired, forgetting, trying to do too much, comparing yourself to others.
And the good news is, all of these challenges can be managed. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going slowly.
In the next part, we'll talk about easy solutions, simple tips that help. Now that we talked about challenges, let's share some simple tips to help people stay motivated. Because having a plan is one thing, but staying with the plan is the real challenge.
Yes, and the good news is that staying motivated doesn't have to be difficult. Sometimes small tricks can help a lot. The first tip is start very small, like super small. If 20 minutes feels too hard, start with 5 minutes.
Yes, I love that one. People think small steps don't matter, but actually, small steps are the secret to success. When something feels easy, you don't feel scared to start.
Exactly. And the second tip is make it fun. If you want to learn English, choose topics you enjoy. If you want to walk more, listen to your favorite music while walking.
I do that. When I cook my weekly recipe, I play music or a fun podcast. It makes the process enjoyable, not stressful.
Another great tip is keep your plan somewhere you can see it, like on your wall, your desk, or your phone. When you see it every day, you remember your goals more easily.
Yes, that's super helpful. And I think another tip is get support from a friend. For example, if you and a friend want to grow together, you can check on each other. Did you walk today? What recipe did you cook this week? It makes everything more fun.
Definitely. And when someone supports you, you feel more excited. And talking about your progress helps you feel proud. Another tip is celebrate small wins. This is so important. Don't wait until you finish everything. Celebrate the little steps.
Exactly. For example, if you walked 3 days this week, that's amazing. Celebrate that. If you cooked one new recipe, great, you did it. Small wins give you the energy to continue.
And one more tip, don't be hard on yourself. If you miss a day, it's okay. If you feel tired, it's okay. You can always start again tomorrow.
Yes, I think this is one of the most important parts of personal growth. You must be kind to yourself. Growth takes time. Nobody becomes better in 1 week.
Absolutely. And also, sometimes you need to change your plan. Maybe your goal is too big or too fast or doesn't fit your life anymore. Changing your plan is not failure. It's smart.
That's true. A personal growth plan is flexible. It changes with you. So, to summarize our tips, start small, make it fun, keep your plan visible, get support, celebrate wins, be kind to yourself, and adjust your plan when needed.
These simple tips can make a huge difference and help you stay motivated even on difficult days.
In the next part, we'll talk about how personal growth plans can improve different parts of your life, like health, work, relationships, and learning. So now let's talk about something really interesting, how a personal growth plan can improve different parts of your life. Because growth is not just about learning something new. It can help you in many areas.
Yes, and I love this part because a growth plan is not only for work or studying. It can help with your health, your relationships, your emotions, your daily routine, basically your whole life.
Let's start with health, because that's a big one. Like your walking habit, right?
Yes, when I started walking every day, I didn't expect much, but after a few weeks, I felt better. I slept better, I had more energy, and my mood improved. It was such a simple plan, but it helped my health a lot.
Exactly. And some people make growth plans to drink more water, eat healthier food, or stretch every morning. These small habits can make your body feel stronger and happier.
Right. Next is work or career. A growth plan can help you improve important skills like communication, time management, or learning something new for your job.
Yes, for example, if someone wants to speak English better for work, they can make a small plan to practice a little every day. After a few months, their communication becomes more confident.
Another area is relationships with friends, family, or even coworkers. A growth plan can help you listen better, be more patient, or express your feelings more clearly.
That's true. I remember last year, I made a small plan to call my parents once a week. It was a simple goal, but it helped me feel closer to them. And they were really happy too.
That's so sweet. And you see, a tiny habit can make a big emotional difference. And another area is learning. For example, if you want to learn a new hobby like drawing, cooking, or playing guitar, a growth plan can help you stay consistent.
Yes, my cooking plan is like that. Just one recipe a week. But after some months, I felt more confident in the kitchen. And learning something new also makes life more exciting.
Definitely. And we also have emotional growth. A plan can help you stay calm, reduce stress, or become more positive. For example, some people write a gratitude list every night. Just 3 things they're grateful for.
That's a great idea. A simple habit like that can change your whole mindset. You start noticing the good things in life more often.
Yes, and one more area is daily life and routines. A growth plan can help you organize your day, keep your home cleaner, or manage your time better.
Right. For example, someone might say, I will clean for 10 minutes every evening. It sounds small, but after 1 week, their home looks much better, and they feel more relaxed.
So basically, a personal growth plan can help with health, work and career, relationships, learning new things, emotional well-being, and daily routines.
Yes, it's amazing how small habits can improve so many parts of your life.
And the great thing is, you can choose the area that is most important to you. Your plan is your own.
In the next part, we will talk about how to stay consistent long term. Not just so, Chloe, we talked about mindset, goals, small habits, and tracking progress. But I think there's something many people forget when they try to grow.
Oh? What's that?
Celebration. I feel like people work hard, but they don't celebrate their small wins, and that makes the journey feel harder.
Yes, I agree 100%. Celebrating your wins is so important, even small ones. Like, I woke up early today, or I read for 10 minutes, or I finished one page of my plan. All these things matter.
Exactly. When you celebrate, you feel good. And when you feel good, you want to keep going. It's like giving yourself a little high five.
And it doesn't have to be a big celebration. You don't need a party or a cake, even though I love cake.
Yeah, who doesn't love cake? But you can celebrate in simple ways, like taking a short walk, listening to your favorite song, or treating yourself to a nice drink.
Or just saying, "Good job, me." I do that a lot. It sounds funny, but it really helps.
I do that too, and I think many of our listeners should try it. When you make a personal growth plan, you're doing something important. You're making your life better. That's a big thing.
Yes, and we want to remind everyone growth is not only about working harder, it's also about being kind to yourself. Celebrating is being kind.
I love that. Being kind to yourself. People forget that. They think growth means being strict all the time.
Right, but no one can be strict all the time. You need balance. You need moments where you say, "I did well today."
Let me ask you, Chloe, how do you celebrate your progress?
Good question. I usually make myself a cup of hot chocolate. It's simple, but it makes me happy. And when I drink it, I think, "Nice job, Chloe. Keep going."
That's really sweet. I usually celebrate by taking a break and watching something funny, like a short comedy video. It helps me relax and reset.
That's nice too. For our listeners, maybe think about your own small celebration. Something easy, something that gives you joy.
Yes, something small but meaningful. You deserve it because you're trying, and trying is already a big step in personal growth.
True. We always say, don't wait until the final result. Celebrate the journey, not just the destination.
Exactly. And when you do that, you stay motivated, you stay positive, and your personal growth plan becomes something you enjoy, not something stressful.
And that's the goal, right? To grow in a way that feels good, not heavy, not scary.
Absolutely. All right, Chloe, so we talked about starting a plan, creating habits, and celebrating small wins, but there's one more thing that's really important: reviewing and adjusting your plan.
Yes, I think this step is often forgotten. People make a plan, follow it for a few days, and then just stop checking. But looking back is really important.
Exactly. When you review your plan, you can see what worked and what didn't, and that helps you improve your plan and yourself.
For example, let's say you wanted to read 20 minutes every day, but you realize some days you only read 5 minutes. That's okay. You can adjust your plan and say, "Okay, 5 minutes is good. I can try more later."
Yes, and reviewing your plan helps you understand your life better. Maybe mornings are too busy, but evenings are free, so you can change your habit to fit your real schedule.
Exactly. Personal growth plans are flexible. They are not strict rules. They are guides for your life.
Another thing is, when you review, you can add new goals. Maybe you reached your first goal. That's amazing. Now it's time to choose another small goal and continue growing.
And don't forget, adjusting your plan is not failure. Many people feel bad when they change something, but changing is smart. It helps your plan work for you.
Yes, your plan is your friend, not your boss. It should support you, not stress you out.
Exactly. And reviewing your plan also reminds you of your progress. Sometimes we forget how far we've come. Seeing small wins on paper feels really good.
Totally. I like to review my plan every Sunday. I look at what I did, what I didn't do, and plan the next week. It makes me feel ready.
I do the same, and I like to note down little successes too. Even if it's something very small, I write it down. It's like building a little collection of achievements.
That's a great idea. So, to summarize, reviewing and adjusting your personal growth plan helps you see progress, make improvements, add new goals, and keep your plan flexible.
Yes. And remember, it's okay to change your plan. The important thing is to keep growing, not to be perfect.
Absolutely. And in the next part, we'll talk about encouraging our listeners to start their own plan today, because the best moment to start is right now. All right, Chloe, so we've talked about what a personal growth plan is, why it's important, the steps to start, challenges, tips, and how it can improve your life. Now, let's encourage our listeners to start today.
Yes. I always say, there is no perfect moment to start. Waiting for the right time is just an excuse. The best moment to start is right now.
Exactly. You don't need to make a huge plan. Just one small step today. One tiny habit. That's it. And that one step will lead to the next step. And slowly, you'll grow.
Even if it's small, it matters. For example, maybe today you decide to write one goal, or take a 5-minute walk, or read one page of a book. That's your first step, and it counts.
Yes, and I want everyone listening to remember growth is a journey, not a race. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start and keep going little by little.
And also, enjoy the journey. Don't stress if you miss a day. Don't feel bad if you don't do everything perfectly. Celebrate your small wins, be kind to yourself, and adjust your plan when needed.
Right. And one more thing. Share your plan with a friend or family member. It helps you stay motivated and feel supported. And maybe you can even grow together.
Yes, support makes everything easier and more fun. And remember, your personal growth plan is personal. It's your own guide to becoming a better version of yourself.
So to all our listeners, take one small step today. Write one goal, start one habit, or even just think about what you want to improve. Start now, and you'll be amazed at how much you can grow.
Exactly. We believe in you. You can do it. And we hope this episode helped you understand how to create a simple, realistic, and flexible personal growth plan.
Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to Daily Cup Kinglish, like this episode, and share it with friends. Every day we have new conversations to help you practice English in a natural and easy way.
Yes, and we hope you join us tomorrow for another episode. Until then, take care, be kind to yourself, and keep growing. Bye!